All right, everybody, Mr.Nightspyder here, and we are going to, in all fairness, we're going to take a look at the Switch 2 reveal trailer. As you guys saw, or if you did or didn't see, I had a previous video kind of expressing how unenthusiastic I am or not excited I am for the new upcoming Switch, right? Like a day later, they dropped the trailer. So I figured the least we can do, if I can criticize it, I can also take a look at it. So let's kick it off. So we got the Nintendo logo dropping here. Okay. And they're showing the old version. They're taking it apart. So the screen's getting bigger, like right there. Just kind of, let's go back here. That's the old one. And it's gonna get a size increase, which is positive. Cool effect. So that's standard USB-C, power. Let's go back here. So we got a headphone jack. So here, so two things. You can see that this is, I'm assuming this is speakers, but in all fairness, it also could be ventilation. And then got a USB-C, the port of champions. You get the power, volume. It's a little recessed. I think maybe having it could be that this is a 3D render, but having it protrude a little more would be ideal. But, again, this is just a 3D render. This here, these portions here, this is for the thermals and the heat, because heat rises, right? So if you're holding it, the heat's going to be going up. And it looks like they're doing two things here. One, you have a headphone jack, and then two, you have a USB-C on the top. Is this a fully functional USB-C? Because if it's not the latest iteration, it may have limitations. But it's cool to see this thing has two USB-C ports, so that should be interesting. I wonder if you could use like a USB-C flash drive to capture screenshots or video. And this is the kickstand. Got improved kickstand. That's cool. That's gonna play. Okay, bigger Joy-Cons. You got a new button here. Everyone keeps talking about that, right? We go back here. Here is this new button everyone keeps talking about. And yeah, that's interesting. So one of these used to be a share button or a capture button, and then we have the home. But this is supposed to be some new mystery feature, so we'll see how that goes. I hope this means that we fixed the Joy-Con drift, but I don't play my Switch enough to have ever had Joy-Con drift. That's very telling, right? And then here, let me go back a little bit. If you look here, come on. Oh boy. They have a little IR thing. Now the speculation that I keep hearing is this is going to be like, like on a mouse, right? The same concept. So I'm thinking if it has some built-in mouse functionality into this controller itself, that would be really cool, because that would really put Nintendo in a position above their competitors. Because a lot of times when it comes to first-person shooters and third-party games, people always talk about how mouse and keyboard feel so much better and it's more accurate. Can you imagine you have that built in? You have the Joy-Con as your mouse, and then maybe the other Joy-Con would be your WSAD options on there. So, and then you have the two buttons up top, the L1, L2, or whatever they call it on there. That's pretty cool to think about. From a competitive standpoint and third party. And I'm sure right there that indicates that they're going to have some type of pressure sensitive buttons. There we go. They're running with my It's not a coincidence that they have that marketing there. Hold a second here. Hold on. See that piece? And then they show it. You guys see that? If you go here. Okay, let's go frame by frame here. So you have that peach there, right? And then on the last frame, they separate. Much how you had those pieces on the current switch where they were detachable to give you the LNR triggers. So this mouse feature could be an add-on accessory, or hold on, let's go back. I'm curious now. Let's look at the blue one. That's where you can really see it. Right there. No, it's an attachment. Okay, so it is an attachment that goes over it, but the IR reader looks built into the hardware itself. I don't think that this piece here, everyone keeps talking about it possibly breaking. I'm not concerned. If you look at any USB port, HDMI port, you're going to have something similar where it could break, but everyone I think is tripping really too hard. I'm sure that's going to be a very sturdy piece for connectivity between the controller and the hardware itself. That's going to be cool. So something I want to talk about here. So everyone keeps tripping out on the fact that these are not locked in on the railing, that it's actually going to be magnets that hold it in place. Now, that is going to be, if they're using the technology I think they're using, it's not as troublesome as people are thinking. It's actually going to be very sturdy. If you ever used an Apple Watch, that whole mechanism on the watch is a magnet locking system. So you have a button that locks the bands in place, and then you push that same button to release it. So if they're using anything similar to the technology used in the Apple Watch bands, this is going to be very secure when you have it hooked onto the screen, the main unit itself. New Mario Kart that everyone's speculating about, having more players online at once. And a revived controller adapter. Do they give you any? No, they don't really. Hold on. They don't give you a lot of info on the dock here. It's just kind of, you don't see the ports or anything on the dock. I'll just thought maybe that's not 2025, so this year. So here's an important screen right here. So play these Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games, as well as Nintendo Switch games. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Switch games. So if you guys saw my previous video, my biggest critique was how Nintendo often abandons their previous digital library from unit to unit. So my biggest concern is immediately alleviated, because they're saying that all previous Nintendo Switch physical games and digital games will be compatible. However, certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2. So I would imagine it would be games that required an accessory that went with the original Nintendo Switch, like that fitness game or the Labo. That's all that comes to mind right now, but I'm sure there'll be some very specific expectations. But as long as the control scheme mirrors the new hardware, I don't think it'll be a problem. And looks like we're going to have to wait for more information about that at a later date. 4/2/25. So April 2nd, we're going to hear more news. So that's been my initial, I guess you would say, first impressions of the trailer. I know that there was a lot of news around it, and a lot of content creators have taken a look at it. But if I'm going to critique the company heavily, in all fairness, I gotta take a look at their new hardware reveal and be fair. So the first impressions are favorable. It's looking like they're getting out of their own way and 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 continuing the momentum of their success from the current Switch by just basically having an enhanced version of that plays probably higher resolution games, new whatever new features they're going to get from Nvidia. So it's exciting to see. I'm still not excited like I'm going to pre-order run out day one. I'm more of a let's wait and see type of guy. So when it comes out, let's wait and see how it does. Maybe it will impress me. Maybe it won't. But those are my thoughts. I just wanted to put my opinion out there. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Please comment and share if you haven't. And this is the Nightspyder Collector signing out. Have a good one. Peace.